And said, or bad replays, or anybody's replays, and said, what is consistent? Where do we look like when a good thing happens? And these are the guidelines I've established. So did I create a theory or just a way of thinking about it, and like a way to make choices? So that's what I mean, is my theory is completely well functional. It's just a matter of trying to stick to it, and naturally I break it all the time. Doing this makes consistency happen. Hey, the rules are just there as you try to follow them to the best, and they will help you. But if you don't, it happens. We're fucking human. If I follow my guidelines, my thinking was that I don't have to worry about thinking about how to make sure that we're as good offense as we are defense. The theory is going to take care of us because we're sticking to it. But it only works if both people are doing it. If one person's defending the other and the other one's not returning right to net, he's going to go get boost when he needs to be going to net. It doesn't work. You're half a field away. Okay, guys, I want you guys to picture this, okay? There's a guy waiting in net, okay, whatever, and there's a guy here attacking the ball. The ball goes right, and he can't hit it no more. Person rotates back. The most safest place is towards the net if he doesn't know what's happening to the ball. But let's say he hits the ball, and he knows he has lots of time. He'll go and grab this, and this one. This one's generally the safer one because you're returning defensively, rotating back to the net. So basically it looks like this one, it's on our side of the field, okay? And the boost is always where the ball isn't. Okay, now when the ball starts flying onto the enemy side, this person with the ball, all he's trying to do is to score it into the net. So automatically what he can't score, the teammate will pick up as a pass. He will know what's happening to the ball because he's watching for that moment where his teammate fucks up a half a field away. So you always know where your teammate is too because you're half a field away from the person with the ball. When the ball starts flying onto the enemy side, this person with the ball, all he's trying to do is to score it into the net. So automatically what he can't score, the teammate will pick up as a pass. He will know what's happening to the ball because he's watching for that moment where his teammate fucks up a half a field away. So you always know where your teammate is too because you're half a field away from the person with the ball. Other thing is once you go for the ball, and you miss, either on purpose or because you just miss, or you hit the ball and you're done with it, that's when you go get boost because two other people are going to go hit the ball at that time. So you circulate back, getting boost, okay? So basically when you're on the enemy side, there'll be two people here fixing each other's shot as much as you can. Try not to return to the net unless you have to, but you guys should stay up here for constant pressure. There's always somebody going for the ball, okay? Even if you don't have boost, go for it because that's how you'll get your boost, is by going for the ball. Other very important thing, honestly guys, don't ever come around the corners like this, okay? Come to the net first and work your way out like this because this offers a nice clear, whereas this offers confusion to your teammate as you might hit the ball again, you're going to steal his boost, you're going to be in his way, and you're going to crash. And then you're going to have the ball in front of the net to face. Okay, so as long as we all come this way, first one to net, first one to leave, you'll be here for like 2-3 seconds in net when the ball's on our side, and then you guys play fix it up here between each other. I think for the most part that's what it is. Basically, because you're half a field apart, you end up having somebody that's back, somebody that's midfield, and somebody who's trying to score it in. Makes sense, right? Okay. Yeah, and literally they should be able to freestyle because you should be able to go right here, pass the ball, puck, realize that that's your last hit on it, return back, go to the midline. The other guy's shooting it, and he knew you were going to release it, so he's already freestyling, waiting for it. The thing that you guys will make the mistake more often, that for the people I've shown and what they do, is that they come around the corner still, which I guarantee you every time we get scored on, I'll point it out to you guys to show you guys, you'll be coming from the corner. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just always dedicate yourself to it, because even if you don't have a shot, being in front of the ball means the enemy can't shoot the ball directly into the net. They have to go left or right of you, which that's why a half a field away you can calculate where to grab the ball from. And the goalie is often the person to score in this rotation.
Yep.
And you still all the boost, guys. Don't leave any boosts around, okay? Because you want to be greedy. By being greedy, you'll ensure that you have 100% boost. If you know like your teammate desperately needs it and you know he will be the one getting it, sure. But at the same time, just grab it all, because you should be rotating back on the opposite side that the ball is on, like that. You're out of the way of the people chasing the ball. And that's where the boost is at. It's one big ass fucking circle, guys. That's all it is. And just like a few minutes ago, I was wondering if this would actually even work better, as if everybody was just taking one hit on the ball, because then the circulation would be happening even faster. But that I'm not reinforcing, because I don't know if it's completely effective. So, you guys cool with trying to give that a try, or what? I guarantee you it works. I've proven it like many times, but it's just a matter of, do we get it? Do we have the flow? Like there's a lot of times I find that people, like the second guy, dude, you're the second guy, commit to the shot. Don't back away, go defensive. You already have a goalie for that. Go for the shot. Once you're done, come back. You know? You're half a field away. You're close enough for the attack. You're close enough for the defense. You're half a field away. We're exchanging right now. Maximum offense, maximum defense. So you are focusing on returning to net, probably because the ball is not safe at all. There's no time for boost. But if you follow the guidelines when it's your time to be there, everything's going to work out generally well. Doing this, yeah. Guess what? I'm always a half a field away from you. So where am I? I'm in net. You lost control of it, guess who's going for it? Apparently I need to back up a bit. See, that's why I don't want people to move up, because if I had to back up a bit at that point, clearly that's why I say that this right here is the fucking spot to be. This is that there's a person closest and furthest to the ball, which means that my guidelines stay respectable. You are in loss of control, I am in gain of control. This is my shot to try to save. Why? Because I have the most likelihood of clearing it. I'm not giving you enough time to get back to net here. This is me not letting the enemy think, which is good, which is the pressure I want to imply. But really, you're nowhere near returning. This is a sign that I need to not blow defense so quickly. I need to just, even if I just wait in front of net, it'll make the enemy crawl up rather than just directly shoot into net. Because should things go wrong, then now we're in a rush mode. Nonetheless, the pressure must be kept. That means the person closest to the ball needs to still give pressure. Even if it's a fail, it's buying you time to get to net by me going for it. Not a successful shot, I'm there to fix it. What are you doing? Boost grabbing, returning back. It looks the same every time. Is that you're half a field away and you only get one job. So from being half a field away, you need to ask yourself, does the enemy have the contact with it first, or would I, if I charged it? If the enemy has control, then that's fine. Wait it out a second, but you don't want to wait it out longer than when he starts making contact with it. Because the more pressure you put on, the less time that they have to think about what they want to do. Therefore, they might not know how they want to deal with this yet and fuck up. As well as if you can gain control of that, that's a bonus for us. So my reasoning is here is charge for it, once you realize that I'm close enough back to replace you to net, because that's all I'm doing, right? So I just want the pressure to be there. What people are doing too much of is running back to net, not even caring that the pressure needs to be on, because the longer you don't put pressure on it, the more the enemy's figuring it out. If you would have mindlessly knew that the second you missed the ball that your only job was to get a boost and to go this way and that, maybe there would have been enough time to shop in between there. But if you have to think about where you need to go first and then go and then figure out what's happening on the field, you're not making quick decisions. You're not also keeping all your speed. You stopped. Make it. I'm gonna, as well as look at, you went and got this boost, guess who's out? Me.
You.
So that's why grabbing it, I say, is not a good thing, because we don't know what the scenario is yet. As well as if the ball did go that way, you know, whichever way from here, you can collect the boost while you're moving up. Same thing with the other side. You can collect it while you're moving up, but you'll also be ready to pick whichever side is most convenient. You'll also be predictable to the guy in front as to where you are, as well as you just maximize the defense to the max by being in net. So how is this not the place to be? It is.
I didn't know if you were going. Well, guess what? This is how you solve this one.
Well, okay, well, anyways, my rationality behind this one is, I've already told you that I'm always going to go for it unless you say you want it. So then that means that the second you say you want it, it's yours, rather than have to call it every time. Like, I'm not doing anything besides trying to explain to you something that I see. I'm not telling you, I don't care that you don't do it. I just care for you to know it, and if you did the opposite because you knew, oh wow, you're trying to synchronize each other to do the same motion and come at the end here, pinch it so that it flies into the net. How many times have you seen that? Many times, right? Where both people go, the ball pinches. So now if I tell you that you're trying to do it on purpose, would it not happen even more often? Probably. But if we're calculating to pinch it, we should be arriving at the same time of some sort, both at the same angle, flipping at the same time so we get maximum impact. Those kinds of things are going to need to be considered, but this is an aspect I still have some looking at to do.